in with a different type of swagger, man.
1 second. Christine, could you start that? Thank you. Jay, I think we're doing good. How are we looking on time?
3:23. So, about 4:15 is the cap.
4:15 is the cap?
Let's see. Yes, if I can remember, we're at here at 1.
Okay. So you said that she was very, she's from the Midwest, I think, right? Was she nice? Or was she?
Yeah, she was very vocal.
Okay.
Kind of like a coach.
She was like a coach, okay. She's very good with sort of manage. She's very good manager. Manager of personalities.
Communication, what she expected from people, she it all starts in the lobby, first of all.
Okay, starts in the lobby, good.
That's where you gotta sell it.
Okay.
So
where was the new desk at in 2013?
It was more towards the elevator.
Towards the elevator, interesting.
But the thing is that, so from you getting to past the guard from the elevator, you start to show proof that you're staying in the building.
Okay.
Or what you would call you there as a guest,
Okay.
So once you get past that, you go to any floor. And then just walk the floor around. That's what most people did, man. Most people rented rooms in there just to walk around and just to see if they see anything weird,
That's it, really?
If they experience anything. There's multiple people on YouTube that said that I'm here at the hotel, I see the hotel, and then they just said they feel the bad vibe.
They feel the vibe of Richard Ramirez and that.
Well, just the like what you would call like a watching negative energy.
So there was, in your opinion, did you have that? Was there a negative energy? So that was there. It was legitimate. It's legitimate.
Yeah, you would feel it when you were what you would call walk the floors, do patrols.
Let me ask you a question.
But I kind of blocked that out from my mind. Like most of the guys would tell me to go. If I were you, I wouldn't fall asleep right here.
So let me ask you a question. So Elisa Lam was out. Do a lot of the people there, the people who rent rooms and stuff, do they walk around that late at night in downtown LA? Because it's right next to Skid Row, right? 2013.
Yeah, but there's
that's weird.
On 7th and Main, right at the corner, there's a restaurant there.
Okay.
Open 24 hours. So you get something to eat in downtown. There's stores that stay open 24 hours too, because, there's customers there. The only thing you can't get, of course, is alcohol past a certain time.
But a woman by herself, 20-year-old woman by herself, an international, that seems like a no-no straight up. So we just chalk that up to weird, that she's that time of night.
She was exploring, man.
She's exploring?
But at the same time, she put a lot of... Go ahead, please.
Oh, Lam's sister revealed to the detectives that were searching for her that she had a history, the young lady, of not taking her medication.
Okay, not taking medication.
She had an extreme form of bipolar disorder.
Okay, so the sister said that. We'll get to that in a second, okay? Because there's a little bit. This is going to get a little more deep than So the medication we'll bring in a second because Jay's about to say some other stuff. We're just leading up to it.
Yeah, there's if you look at her the stuff that she would put on social media, it's like she was documenting her final years.
She was documenting her final years, like she knew this was coming.
Well, I don't know about that, but she was just putting what she was going through. It was for a lot of people to see. A lot of people saw that, and of course, she was on medication.
She was on medication.
So then that's always something they could use against you. She thought using the medicine, and she went crazy.
Used against you. But we'll get to that later. Let's keep going and set it up. So,
but at the same time, she was actually what was the reason that she showed up to the Cecil Hotel?
Well, no, let's not talk about that yet. Let's wait. Let's just wait because we want to establish it. The manager, you think was a good lady?
Yes.
So the manager wouldn't deceive because you're from LA, born and raised. Born and raised in LA, so you know the culture. You could see somebody who's scandalous. You could see somebody who's deceitful right away. Most people from the city can.
No, she took her job very seriously, man.
So when you looked in her eyes, you didn't see she would cover something up. Would she be one of the first people to report something? Is she a company person or is she a person who, in your opinion, allegedly, that delves in morality? Like, would she cover something up for the company or would she report to the police? What do you think?
I think she's a person that can sell whatever she's selling.
Okay, wow. Yeah. She should have been an actress. To me, she looked like she came out here to be an actress or something.
Yes. Well, not only that, man. She could adapt to any situation.
Wow.
So, and that's the whole thing about downtown.
A Caucasian lady downtown, Skid Row. Wow. You got to give it to her.
Confident. confident.
Has to be.
Like I want to say how you see like these, like these movies that we watch, You have like
The Devil Wears Prada?
CIA agents.
Oh, okay.
Just confident, tough, like just a little, a little pep to her step,
Pep to her step.
Yeah, I see. We covered her name, Amy Price.
Amy Price. So the manager of the Cecil Hotel, the stay on Main, I believe at that time, 2013, that JaySlay, Chris Ramirez talked about, is Amy Price, and she was in the Netflix documentary on Elisa Lam. She's a character. She's almost like a character within herself. She drew you in when she talked. You're like, oh, this lady's interesting. So, and you said she had pep to her step and she's very confident. You're like an alpha. She's an alpha personality. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But she took her job seriously. She came in and she changed the culture, Tried to clean the place up.
Cleaned it up, okay.
But I'm assuming that's what every president or every politician wants to do. You go to a situation that was bad. You want to make it better, but then you realize that there's a system there, and a system placed there that has been there for a long time.
A system is beyond the culture, right? You have system then culture.
The streets,
streets.
Who really run the streets? Who control the streets? Why are drugs led into to our communities?
Especially right there.
Especially there at that time. Now it's just so easy, for people to make their own stuff.
Yeah.
To promote their own stuff, but back then it was just different. So if you wanted anything, if you wanted women, drugs, or an opportunity at night to do something like Richard Ramirez, that was the perfect place to go to, the Cecil Hotel. So I feel that Elisa Lam went to that building for a specific reason.
Oh, so in your opinion, she went there for a specific reason. Okay, Christine, you're going to say something?
But it was known about the dark history of the Cecil Hotel.
So it was not by chance. 13 suicides. Yes, so it was not by chance that she was there. She was like these other people. But it went too far.
It's like they're drawn there.
Yes.
But you get drawn there. She showed up there. So, then in the process of her, being discovered, inside a water tank, it was actually almost impossible for herself to get in there.
Well, tell us how it was impossible to get into the water tank, because they showed on the Netflix documentary, which is supposedly factual, that all you had to do is climb up, walk in, and fall into the tank from wherever. So tell us why it was impossible, nearly impossible, for Elisa Lam to get into that water tank. Being a person who worked there, being a security guard on staff, a trusted security guard who knew the woman who was a manager. Okay, go ahead and tell us how, in your opinion.
Well, the first thing is that the roof is locked.
The roof is locked. Okay.
That's the first thing.
But they said you could get there by accessing a catwalk on the 15th floor.
Or probably to the fire escape.
Oh, fire escape, okay.
But then you got those heavy windows. And they never mentioned in the documentary. They never mentioned windows in the documentary. Those windows are so heavy to open up. It would take like 2 people to open it up.
It would take 2 people to open up one of those windows. And how do they have her stats, Elisa Lam? How tall is she? She's about, 5'1", 5'2"?
We have a little information as far as she was a 21-year-old
21-year-old
student visiting California.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that she, of course, knew about this dark history.
Okay, but how tall? What are her stats? Was she 5'1", 5'2"? I'm going to say she was small. She was tiny. Yeah. So, but you're saying it would take 2 people you're saying people like 2 like full-grown men, average-sized men.
Yeah, to open up that window.
Okay, so
they're just so they're old and around it, like kind of like they get like sticky, like
they sure do.
All the windows they do stiff, because people will smoke there and all that.
Okay,
so telling to open them up, it was heavy.
So it was to get to the catwalk, you'd have to open those windows up to access the roof, and you need 2 people to basically do it. Elisa Lam was a low 5 foot. I'll give her below like 120. Off her medication. Don't forget she's off her medication. Supposedly, allegedly, she's off her medication, and she opens that window, which you say was a struggle, being a security guard who worked there. access the roof, and you said the tank. You need what?
What you call so inside the tank, you still gotta climb like little stairs.
Climb up
and then
little
you
stairs.
go up to the little tank. All those tanks are closed up because you don't want nothing getting into the tanks that might dirty the water.
Okay, so all the tanks are closed up.
You know, so everything that led up to her getting up there, it's like it was just what you would call like setting her up.
Okay, she was a setup.
But who set her up? Something that can't be seen. You know, there's no video of it. And then sometimes you know how you have a video for audio, and you have a video for what you call visual.
Which that's what you said in the very beginning.
Yeah. So,
audio recording, video recording. And go ahead and tell us.
And then that's why what you would call the video that they're showing us, it's not on the first floor. She's on the 15th floor.
Okay, so she's on the 15th floor.
Because in any building that you go to, so if you have 3 elevators, right? Or 2 elevators. One of them goes from the sixth floor to the very top.
Okay.
And the other one stays like on the 7th floor and it goes down.
Okay.
Unless you pick it up at the bottom and you gotta go all the way to the top.
Okay.
But you know, that's one thing that we would look at. So when people would show the key, and then we would look at the elevator, and they said they're going to the 7th floor, right? But we see that the elevator stopped on the 7th floor. It went straight to the top.
Okay.
What do most people want to do? Go to the roof. And every building that you go to, that's the number one thing people want to do.
Go to the roof.
So during security, so we doing the patrol, that was our main thing, preventing people from going to the roof. And then into the fire escape to smoke or to do drugs, because that's when people will fall off.
So there was active security there that night she was there. There's always active security.
There's always active security there.
So there are active. Was that you there that night, or you weren't there?
No, I wasn't there that night.
Okay, but there was active security guards there.
So yeah, so you always